Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As a side note, sorry if you hear the fan in the background, it's literally around 34 degrees here, which is around 94 Fahrenheit, and it's still only morning. So if you hear the fan in the background, sorry. We have a lot to cover, so to begin, crypto investment startup Bitwise is seeking regulators' permission to offer an exchange-traded fund or an ETF tied to the top 10 cryptocurrencies. The Bitwise Hold 10 Cryptocurrency Index Fund ETF would track the returns of the startup's Hold 10 Index. That index is the basis for a passive investment fund which itself invests in the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. This fund captures approximately 80% of the total market cap of the cryptocurrency market, the company said on Tuesday. According to a press release, the ETF proposal addresses issues surrounding supply, liquidity, trade, volume, and custody, which are the areas the SEC has expressed concerns about in the past. The proposal filed with the SEC differs from other ETFs applications under the agency's review in that it lists multiple cryptocurrencies as part of the fund and not just Bitcoin. The news comes just hours after the regulator announced it was postponing a decision of 5 other proposed ETFs. Those funds were proposed by Direction Investments, which has withdrawn similar proposals in the past as at the SEC's direction. I'm going to make a, almost said a prophecy. I'm going to assume that this is probably not going to get passed. I think if we have tried for the past 4 years, or other people have been trying for the past 4 years to get a Bitcoin ETF just with Bitcoin passed, I'm pretty certain the other 9 top coins are probably not going to be thrown into an ETF. If this gets passed, it'll be one of the greatest days in crypto history, but I'm not holding my breath. But this is still major news because I believe it's one of the first one that is trying to incorporate the top 10 coins that we have on the market. Not, to be fair, I think. So what I haven't spoken about really before with the SEC is that they, one of the main things that I think they keep, almost said jabbering on about, that they keep talking about is that the market does not have enough liquidity. And this has always been one of their major arguments as to why they cannot approve any ETF. There's not sufficient liquidity. There's just not enough liquidity. We don't know if there's enough liquidity. This has always been their argument. So I assume this would be the argument against this one. But when we do officially have, more liquidity in the market, more money flowing around, and prices have not stabilized, but they aren't as wild as they generally are, I then wonder what their excuse will be. That is, if they, don't go ahead and approve this one. So Augur is in the news. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I don't think anyone knows how to really say it correctly. They've had quite an interesting couple last days. In an official tweet, the Augur team has announced that they have destroyed their access to the failsafe kill switch. They said, happy 2 weeks. Augur has implemented a kill switch mechanism in their smart contract, which allowed their developers to fix issues in the event of any unanticipated problems. This was employed to prevent any critical or fatal bugs from attacking the network. However, as evident from the transaction, the ownership of the kill switch privileges has been transferred to a burned address. This essentially means that the Augur team has no longer have any privileged access over the network. Adding kill switches has become a common practice by blockchain projects, especially in the early stage of development. The idea is that this allows developers to exercise power to prevent a catastrophic events such as a major theft from escalating. The practice has come under severe criticism by several crypto industry experts and veterans because having a kill switch allows developers to act as a centralized party in the network. But I mean, I think people get so, there was a meeting that Vitalik had a couple of days ago, and he said that people are so caught up in the word decentralized that they think that every single little aspect of something has to be decentralized. It doesn't really work that way. The point of decentralization when it comes to these cryptocurrency projects is to kind of have a decentralized network, and also to be able to have the coins in a decentralized manner, especially if they are being created. But the developers need to have some type of centralization in order to work on the project. When they were first working on the project in their rooms or in their office, and it was 6 people, it was centralized because this is how things work. So there's a lot of not anger, but I've seen a lot of other developers also talking about this. Everyone thinks that every single possible aspect of every single coin, every single project has to be 100% decentralized, but that's logically not how things work. If you are making your own coin and you're sitting in a room making it for a month and a half, that's centralized. You need decentralization in order to kind of build things up. And this is the reason why they had the kill switch. Should anything happen, because you can't develop a project for 2 years, let it out into the wild and think that everything is just going to go okay. There are, we may not see it because it's digital and it's happening in the background, but there are a lot of people who are trying to destroy these blockchains. You've seen this happen before with all the other 51% attacks that we had over like a course of a 3-week period. Any other type of blockchain that may be a threat to someone else making money, they're going to destroy them. Augur isn't the only type of blockchain that is trying to do the entire prediction market thing. So this is kind of, where it kind of comes into play. Anyway, even if the project developers vow to act in an altruistic fashion and only use the fail-safe mechanism when absolutely necessary, there's always the risk of these kill switches being stolen or exploited by malicious third parties, like I said. They might even be unintentionally misused by the project team or simply fall under attack by intentional insider misuse, leaving the network no choice but to split and fork over it. I'm not going to even really read into the rest of it. It kind of just mimics itself once again. But the point is, their kill switch is gone. It has been sent to a burn address, if you will. So it no longer can be used again because no one has access to it. In the same breath, Augur is still in the news. I'm not going to read through the entire thing. The entire point of Augur is it's a prediction market or a place where people can place bets on things. And that I bet you that by August 22nd, the price of Bitcoin will be $34 million. And, let's bet against this. And, same way other people bet, you can either bet that it's going to happen, bet that it's not going to happen. What we expected that would take a bit of time, but has happened very quick in the Augur space, is that a lot of people are now predicting assassinations or murders or anything that's pretty much illegal. People are predicting it. I'll scroll by it so you can maybe read it yourself, maybe so you can see it a little bit. But what it comes down to is that what it is that Augur runs on smart contracts. The smart contracts literally can't be stopped because of how the smart contract platform is run. Governments have no control over it, and people are now betting on the murders and or untimely demises of world leaders, catastrophic events, nuclear attacks, and it was just kind of, bound to happen eventually. But this is also what is happening with the Augur world right now. To be fair, this was eventually going to happen. We're humans, people always like to bet on really weird things or say that really weird things are going to happen in the world. But this is what the coin is probably, not the coin, the platform is probably going to be used for quite some time. It's also getting a lot of attention because a lot of people in Wall Street are actually interested into Augur as well, because it's like an unofficial place for them to be able to vote on markets without actually having to be in the stock market. As in, let's say you wanted to vote for, or you're going to predict that Apple won't do as well this year. You would normally have to file something or create something within the stock market with the SEC or the CFTC to be able to have approval that this could actually go through. But with Augur, you literally just make a smart contract, say that this is going to happen. Other people can bet against it or for it, and you can still make money on this way. So people are predicting that the future of betting online and for like major world events and even for things inside of the stock market may eventually run on Augur or some other type of platform that is similar to it, where you can literally bet on anything and you don't need the government's or some financial institution's approval. I'm sure you can see exactly what that would lead to. Not chaos. It would just kind of be, you can literally bet on anything that you possibly wanted to. This is another crypto exchange that is launching. Skrill, a leading digital wallet and online payment provider, part of the PaySafe group, has launched a new cryptocurrency offering, now letting users from more than 30 countries instantly buy and sell cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ether, and Litecoin, using any of the 40 plus national currencies available in the Skrill wallet, the company said on Wednesday. The Skrill cryptocurrency service is provided via a partner cryptocurrency exchange, which facilitates the buying and selling of cryptocurrencies and in some cases holds the cryptocurrencies as custodian according to the service's terms and conditions. Skrill's plan to roll out the new offering to additional markets and extend the service to its mobile app and payment PaySafe Net Teller digital wallet in the next few months. They said the world of cryptocurrency trading is exciting and dynamic, and our digital wallet service very much lends itself to this environment. This was said by the CEO of Skrill. Not going to read what they say. They usually just end up patting themselves on the back. Skrill, formerly Money Bookers, that actually sounds kind of familiar, but it also sounds like Money Boogers, is an online payment and money transfer service provider. Skrill accounts can be held in any of the major currencies, and customers can purchase a Skrill branded prepaid card linked to the account in one of the 4 currencies: the US dollar, the euro, the PLN, I feel like I should know what that is, and the Great British Pound. The card runs on the MasterCard payment network. I didn't see anywhere in this article really if you are able to have a prepaid card that is linked to your crypto account. I assume that's part of why this was mentioned. We've had an issue in the cryptocurrency space where basically there have been a lot of other coins and or projects and or startups who have been trying to create their own crypto card or some type of like debit payment system where you can pay in crypto directly from your Master and or Visa card that is linked to your crypto account, but none of them have been able to properly launch. So I've believed for a while that it would be some type of major company that had access to all of this that would be able to link a cryptocurrency exchange to it. I don't know if this is exactly what's happening, but nonetheless, this is still a new cryptocurrency exchange that is opening up. We are going to have news about a lot of these because I think everyone is making a mad dash before we enter September, October, which is the time when all the governments are going to hold hands and finally give us some type of clarification or news. It's really weird. I don't know if you guys saw in the last video I was talking, or the video before that I was talking about it. I think it's like 8 countries who all said that they were going to give us information in July, and then the G20 backed out, and now they're all saying September. So maybe September will be a, shining beacon for the cryptocurrency world. GBX is in the news. This is yet another cryptocurrency exchange that is launching. The Gibraltar Blockchain Exchange, or the GBX, has announced the launch of its cryptocurrency exchange, GBX Digital Asset Exchange. After a trial period with only 300 customers, the operator has gone live and open to the public in a mission towards large-scale adoption of crypto and institutional investment in digital assets. Headquartered in the UK, territory bordering Spain, the firm allows registered users to fund their accounts in US dollars. I think that's what's the most significant thing about this. Similarly to a few other micro-states, Gibraltar has become attractive to players within the cryptocurrency ecosystem for its tax haven status, coupled with booming industries substantially affected by blockchain, financial services, and online gaming. The state is also home to multiple financial institutions familiar with anti-money laundering and know your customer requirements. People were asking in the comment section a day or two ago, what is AML and what is KYC? AML is anti-money laundering. KYC is know your customer. This is all that governments really care about. When you watch any of the governments talking about what's going on in the cryptocurrency space and how they can regulate them, or if they should regulate them, and if they're a threat to the country and or economic policies of that particular country, you will constantly hear them say, what about the AML? What about the KYC laws? What about the AML? So now you kind of get, the entire thing just comes down to how do we get our slice of the pie while everyone else is trading these digital tokens. Nick Cowan, who is the CEO of Gibraltar Blockchain Exchange, finds the timing of the launch of the GBX Digital Asset Exchange following months of regulatory initiatives worldwide and a cryptocurrency market cap growth of nearly 400% YOY. As an advantage, he said, and I do quote, "Today marked the most exciting development on the GBX journey thus far and is a significant indication that Gibraltar is open for business. The launch comes at a time when the cryptocurrency and token markets are reaching a new stage of maturity," end quote. The company also expects that its fiat currency accounts will be significantly attractive for investors wanting to enter the cryptocurrency space. They will be able to go around one of the biggest hurdles at the moment. After completing the KYC requirements, GBX Digital Asset Exchange customers will promptly be able to trade fiat pairs for RKT US dollars, Ethereum US dollars, Bitcoin US dollars, as well as exchange Bitcoin, Ethereum ROC token, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum Classic Without going any really further, Rock Token is pretty much their Binance coin. I believe you get some type of a discount if you're, it says it somewhere around here. A discount will be provided to those holding a specific amount of RKT, the Rock Token. Investors signing up before the 17th of August will enjoy zero fee trading from now until the 14th of September 2018. And they're having some type of prize where you can win 1 million Rock tokens if you do something in a pool or something like that. Point is, this is another exchange that is opening up. The fact that this is in Gibraltar, which is a relatively, I want to say tax haven, but a place where people put their money or where there is a lot of wealth is the major significant part. I'm a little annoyed. Pretty much every single time, I get it. I really get it. Every single time a major cryptocurrency exchange opens, they only keep listing the exact same coins. I mean, you guys know how I feel about XRP, and I don't mean them not listing XRP. But I mean, we have other coins out there, and you can't even make the argument that they're only listing the best coins because it goes Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you got Litecoin, which isn't bad, but it's not a Bitcoin. And you got Bitcoin Cash, which isn't a Bitcoin. And you got Ethereum Classic, which isn't an Ethereum. So you can't really even make that argument. But this seems to, I don't know if there's the safest coins that they're trying to slowly wean the public on. I really haven't deciphered exactly what they're doing yet. But the fact that they're constantly all adding the exact same coins, it gets incredibly boring because we end up in kind of like a Coinbase type situation where you want to use an exchange and it's like, oh, wow, that's cool. They have 4 coins listed. And then you look at Binance and it's like, oh, they have 38,000 coins listed. Why don't I just use Binance instead? So I don't know what everyone's trying to do or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're listed in US dollars that they can't add the security coins or possible security coins. Who knows exactly what it is? But the point is, this is another exchange. I'm pretty sure it didn't really say it inside the article. But I'm certain, or I feel like this is going to be heavily geared towards like institutional investors. I'm pretty sure normal people can probably use it as well, but I have a feeling if it's in Gibraltar, it is probably for the creme de la creme of the cryptocurrency space. If you may have noticed, I definitely have noticed, Stellar is definitely prominently in the news over the last couple of days. I'm going to read through a couple of things and I'm going to kind of give you a what I think that it is. Don't get mad at me. I know a lot of people like to get mad at me, but this is kind of what's going on with Stellar. Transfer2, an international money transfer with presence and outstanding performance in more than 70 countries, has aired that it has partnered with Stellar XLM, a significant competitor to Ripple in cross-border money transfer. The partnership, in a statement from Transfer2, is purposely to brighten the way money is remitted across borders in the world. The deal, the statement mentioned, is to give fintechs and partners who are under Stellar and Transfer2 the benefit that the new collaboration will birth. Stellar and Transfer2 are joining forces to make a trustworthy and seamless avenue where remittance would be made easily. The new technology to be provided by the two partners will be used in cross-border remittance by those who are affiliated to either of the two firms, bringing Stellar to over 70 countries where Transfer2 has loyal customers. The integration of Stellar and Transfer2 will enable a more seamless and efficient settlement method between two payment networks. The statement made by Transfer2 has indicated. I don't really have to read what the main person said or was talking about. So this is one of the things that's happening with Stellar. Second thing that happened with Stellar over the last couple of hours. Yesterday, Huobi Global, one of the leading exchanges in the cryptocurrency industry, announced that it will allow trading of Stellar XLM from the 26th of July, and deposits will be available from the 25th of July, whereas withdrawals will be available from the 28th of July. I think they have something where they spoke about their partnership and how they're patting themselves on the back. We're really excited. Yep, they did all of that as well. And then also the news that Stellar has also jumped up in price is kind of the major things. I was talking with that same friend again. He sent me the article or something similar to like something happening with Stellar and the price of Stellar. I've gotten to the point where I am of the belief it's time to either kind of put up or shut up. As I said, you might be upset with me. We have gone for an entire, almost at a year 7 months, give or take, where the cryptocurrency prices have been constantly going down, not even going sideways, they're just actually going down, let's be real, for the last 7.5 months. We've had 5, 10, 15, 20 different projects who all said that they can do this, they can do so and so, so they're going to be the best, they're going to be the number one. My friend was asking me if I thought that Stellar could possibly, you see Stellar's like, everything is up, give or take, but Stellar's the only one that's almost up by 12%. He was asking if I thought Stellar could pass by XRP. At this point, it's literally a put up or shut up moment for me. If Stellar can pass by XRP and pass by Ethereum, by all means, I will roll out the red carpet for you. Please do it. We've gotten so many, I almost said threats. What's the word? So many coins are coming out saying that they can do this, they can do that. My coin is faster than your coin. My coin has more partnerships than yours, and I'm faster and I'm better. If Stellar can do it, go for it. I do not hold a large amount of Stellar. I think I hold a couple based, I think I hold a tiny bit of all the major coins, what have you. But I'm at the point where if Stellar can pass by EOS and Bitcoin Cash and then scratch the surface of XRP and pass it, definitely go for it. I'm sure you all agree with me as well, or maybe some of you don't. I just want to see some type of proper competition in the market. If your coin is going to be used and available, 70 different countries around the world. Where is it? Here we go. Go for it, by all means. But this is kind of the Stellar news, if you want to say that. Probably, I'm sure a lot of people were wondering why the price of Stellar alone was going up. There was also where was it? It was somewhere, I think it was actually a bit higher a couple of days ago. I think it had gone up by around like 20-25% or something like that. But then Bitcoin dipped a tiny bit and caused every other coin to kind of dip as well at the same exact point. Stellar barely flinched and just kind of is continuing to go up. So let's see exactly how far it goes up, because I think it's actually up, I want to say, almost 50% over the last week or something like that. There's been a lot of hype around Stellar. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Stellar could be also one of the coins that is going to be, or proposed to be, listed on Coinbase. If Stellar makes a large enough push, let's say this momentum continues and we hit around a 75-cent Stellar, maybe 80-cent Stellar, and we get proper confirmation that Coinbase is going to list it, I think that would be a very good day for people who are holding Stellar. That's not me telling you to go out and buy Stellar, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. The higher this price gets, or the price of any other coin gets, and then it gets listed onto Coinbase, that'd be a very interesting month for anyone who is holding that coin. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. That's part of the news for today. I had to separate it so that I didn't have like 38,000 tabs up here. A lot of stuff going on. I guess it's because it's kind of the middle of the week, so this is when all the news kind of ends up getting dumped on us. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a great day, morning, afternoon, and or evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you once again for all the support. I do appreciate it. And I will talk to you all soon. See you.